Hello and welcome to the second half of this update for 094. In part A, link in the description, I covered the Soviet cruiser event going on over the next 3 updates. In part B here, I'll go over the other things coming in 094, which hits NA and CIS on Wednesday and EU and C on Thursday.
All on the bowling, Kitty is my darling. All on the bowling, bowling hall.
After a long test and development journey, submarines are finally making it onto the live servers. They're still very much in test and are being added to the live client to allow everyone the chance to play them, and so Wargaming can gather a good test dataset using as many players as possible. They will be added to the game as a separate game mode starting on the 27th of May for 1 month. This is like we saw on PTS and for the other game modes like when Arms Race was first introduced. They will not be entering random battles. The game mode will look the same as the recent PTS testing being played at Tier 6. I'm expecting to see the same 3 submarines, German, American and Russian. All Tier 6 destroyers will be given depth charges and also cruisers Dallas, Budgioni, Leander and Perth. If you haven't been able to test subs so far, I encourage you to go and find the submarine guide on the news portal from a few weeks ago. Most of the information will still be correct. I expect a refresh of that information just before the test goes live at the end of the month, so watch out for the article in your in-game newsfeed or on the website. The test data collected during this month-long test will inform the future of submarines, so I strongly encourage you to take part and also fill in any surveys Wargaming send out about the test. Also, make sure you place surface ships in the test as well as the submarines. This will give the submarine testers someone to play against and give you an idea of what it's like to play against them. As I've mentioned in previous Foghorns, the concept of standard and premium consumables is being removed from the game. Consumables, damage control party, repair party, hydro, radar, etc. will all now be free. This will significantly reduce the credit cost of playing ships and should mean that credits are less of a barrier for new players making progress. For each consumable mounted on a ship in your port or held in your inventory, you will be credited with 22,500 credits when the update arrives. Because carriers don't have premium consumables, these are being balanced by reducing their service cost by about a quarter so they don't become disproportionately expensive to play. You might also notice some changes to some of the consumable icons such as Repair Party and Engine Boost. Ranked returns on the 20th of May for about 1 month, and this season might actually be a nice one. It's 7v7 at Tier 7, that means no carriers and more players will be able to have a go. There will inevitably be lots of premiums, but the sheer number of different ships at Tier 7 and the less experienced player base will mean battles shouldn't become stale and fall into a set meta like high tier seasons tend to do. The maps being used are the low and mid tier maps Archipelago, Ring, Big Race, New Dawn, Trident, Neighbours and Riposte, so you'll also get to play Tier 7 ships on some maps that you wouldn't normally find them on. There will be several changes to the UI and visuals in 094. The Ship Modules tab will now be fully available for unresearched ships, allowing you to see which consumables and upgrade slots ships have, even when you haven't unlocked them yet. The tech tree will now allow you to research and purchase ships directly from that screen. This will be handy if you've reset a line and you want to simply free XP your way up all or part of the line, rather than going through the normal port view. Icons for consumables have been updated as I mentioned earlier, and also the icons for armaments. Ricochet animations are back. The game used to have these a while ago if I remember correctly, but they disappeared. You will now see your shells actually bounce off plating instead of just disappearing. This should make it visually more obvious what's going on when your shells ricochet. 094 has a very important update that we've all been waiting for. The visual appearance of handrails and rigging has been improved in port. Something I know some of you have actually been waiting for, national voiceovers for Polish, Dutch and Austro-Hungarian ships have been updated, and the national voiceover plus setting will now take unique commanders into account. I assume this means they're also working on a Swedish voiceover set, but that's not here yet. Two maps are being changed in 094. Loop is being significantly changed. The large island on the east edge of the map is being removed, and the islands around all the caps are being changed. It looks like the changes are designed to prevent ships from becoming isolated, particularly on the west edge of the map. Atlantic is having a much more subtle change. The island at the top of the map above the sea cap is being removed to make the map more symmetrical, a change I'm sure players will be glad to see, as the north spawn is definitely at a disadvantage due to that island preventing kiting. To reduce the number of battles in co-op which end with the bot team reaching 0 points, the starting points are being increased for domination mode. 3 cap maps will increase from 300 to 400, and 4 cap maps will increase from 200 to 300 points. In the Armory, Resolute and Rapid containers are being added for 6,000 coal, which will enable you to start or finish that collection. The reward for that collection is unique commander Luigi Sansonetti. The Victory Day camos, which were mission rewards in 093, are being added to the Armory for doubloons in 094, so you'll still be able to get the ones you want if you couldn't complete the missions in time. That's it from this Foghorn update for 094. If you enjoyed the show, please press that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. I watch the comments for a couple of days after posting, so if you have any questions, please do ask below. If you missed part A of this update, you can find the link in the description. I stream several times a week on Twitch at twitch.tv/StatsBloke. Thanks for watching, take care of each other, and I'll speak to you soon.